Hello, my beautiful people. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Depends where you are in the world. I'm doing the second part same afternoon after a couple of hours um, because I said I need a break. I should have said I will take a break from you, but I don't know. That's why, when I don't edit, there are a few things that I have to actually explain in my videos. So whatever I said should not be taken wrong. Um, Holding this mic like it's, like when we were little and we used to have the ice cream, and that's how it feels like any minute you can take it in your mouth, but no you can't. Yeah, so it's the same afternoon, nice, bright, very, very warm. And as I said, you can hear some people singing in the background. It's far away from my garden, in somebody else's garden. Maybe they're having a party or something. But yes, the noise still, it can be heard. Um, anyway, well, it's nice to be happy, and people should be happy. And I'm coming back to the same thing that I was talking about, the hospitals and hospitals menus. And so, yeah, the menu gets served in the morning, and then you just look at the menu. It's like, you know to be honest with you, there was a because I couldn't find anything. It's like everything was, oh, you asked for an apple. The apple was looking like a lemon, yellow, literally yellow. I even asked them and said, that's all we've got. One day I remember, because my daughter, she was getting all the fruit for me, and obviously, good quality fruit. But then uh, I don't know, before that, before she started getting the fruit, I actually once asked if I could have, um, because my water was tasting so bland and boring. So I said, do you have a lemon so I can put a slice of lemon in my water? And they said, no, we don't have lemon. So I said, okay, do you have an orange or anything in citrus, And they said, oh yeah, we've got an easy peeler, which is like a small orange. So I said, okay, that will do. So I thought maybe I'll just put the easy peels in the water. But when she got it, I could not recognize that easy peeler, because the easy peeler was so bruised, like it's been beaten up. Poor easy peeler, and it had holes in it. And a trained professional nurse thought it was safe to give to a patient. A hospital where technology is dancing around you, there's a helipad, helicopters are coming, there are air ambulances coming, and all that stuff, where doctors don't even talk to you without every machine. Nobody wants to use the stethoscope, normal, traditional, that old time stethoscope. They just use different ways. One doctor is walking with a team of 10, all that big drama. The show looks like grand, but even the little things cannot be taken care of. Where you should pay attention, there your attention is not there. Where you actually, it's just, it's happening obviously because the NHS is earning money or whatever. We heard that they're going low on budget, you know but I don't know. In this hospital I saw like money probably was provided by the government, without even any limits, because it, it was fine. But when it comes to the doctors, very unavailable. When it comes to respecting patients and discussing things with them, that those few minutes, unavailable, not possible. The food was, if I use the word crap, will not be wrong. The food was really something not safe at all to feed to any patient, because it was not taken into the consideration that what a patient should be eating. Healthy food, nutritious food. They even sent a nutritionist to me. This young lady, she was very nice and very sensible. We had a very, very long conversation in my room. She was just sitting there, and we talked about it. She admitted herself the food was not really of any quality. Forget about good quality. The food was really, really, I will say dangerous. I will say dangerous. That kind of food. And obviously, I can't say it was only me who they were feeding it to. They didn't have anything against me. It was, and the other thing is, it's like, in the airlines, this is another thing I've been told, that the hospitals don't even have kitchens anymore. You can't even ask them to boil an egg for you. In the morning, I wanted to have an egg. To be honest with you, what is it called? I'm trying to remember. There is an electrolyte. There is which I was actually falling on. I was actually falling low on, and they actually I'm trying to remember. Oh, I'm not very good at medical things. So I actually asked them. So it happens when you don't eat eggs and meat and all that stuff, right? So now in the hospital, if you're not eating anything, so obviously you will go low on the things. So I said, well, can I have a boiled egg? No, we don't boil the eggs. Can I have an electric kettle in my room? No, you can't do that. Okay, can somebody bring me the boiled eggs? Yeah, that they can do. So I asked my daughter to bring the boiled eggs for me. So she did that. But what I'm saying is, instead of that, instead of giving me a boiled egg or chicken or something better in food, they decided to give me some kind of fluids with, like, electrolytes, or giving me electrolytes, by mouth. That's what they decided. It's all artificial. You, God knows what, where you taking this life, and where you taking this whole thing to. You, yeah, okay, pharmaceuticals, they might be your best friends. You might want them to make the good amount of money out of you and out of your patients or whatever. I don't know how it works, seriously. I can't comment on that. But obviously, we know, somebody is beneficiary here. Somebody is making big profit out of it. But it's not profitable. It's not beneficial for the patients, guys. So being medical professionals, I even spoke to one of the registrars, a very young lady, and I spoke to her and I said, look, you should raise your voice. And she had agreed to the quality of food was literally below the standards, well below the standards. And she said, yes. So I said, why don't you raise your voice? It's your responsibility, because you're here to protect your patients, to speak for them. And she said, well, the only thing I can do is just send them an email. But I don't think it's going to make any difference. Seriously? Seriously? We're talking about people's health. You want them to be in the hospitals forever, then NHS is going down. Oh, there are too many patients. Well, you're not feeding them even properly. Give them good food, give them good care, and just don't keep them on those medicines all the time. They get depressed, they get I just wanted to climb. I was climbing the walls. I just wanted to get out of that place. It was like a prison, because no sympathy, no empathy, screaming, shouting nurses. I mean, not all of them. There were some very good nurses too, but it's like, very like a pinch of salt. But the rest was like, because of course, yes, I know you don't want to pay very very large amounts to the locals or the people from here, because they will charge you more. So you import people, which is fine. It's okay. Obviously, we're living in a global world. We're living in a, the world has become it's like a it's shared, and um, it's just becoming very small, and the distances are shrinking. So it's fine. You import people, that's perfectly fine. Import means like you have the health workers and the nurses, because they charge you less, on compromised salaries. You can bring them in, but at least tell them how to deal with your patients. Because at the end of the day, in this country, at least this is what has been said, the patients come first, or the elderly should be taken care of, or we should not, or don't make a noise. And there was a time in the same country, it used to be said, even for the children, like they should be seen, not heard. That means like noise is not really a very good thing, isn't it? When somebody raises their voice because you can't hear them, the first thing out of your own self-defense, or being defensive, or out of your own some complexes, you still, this is also very very normal and common in this culture, where people say, hey, don't raise your voice, don't be rude to me, although they're not being rude to you. And I've mentioned it in my videos. So what happens to those nurses and health care workers who are shouting, screaming, clapping around the patients, like the patients are some peasants lying in the beds? Why? One lady even fell out of the bed. I mean, because she was she was buzzing, 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 and then I heard like she actually had a fall. So what I'm saying is, like, if we really want patients to get better quickly and go home happily, then I think these things should be taken care of. Anyway, another 10 minutes, this video is coming to. Guys, I'm not saying all this because I never, ever think that, get bitter about whatever happens. No. Learn, observe, and raise your voice if you can, or try to offer some help if you can, to help other people. So for me, bringing it up is not a self-pity, God forbid, or thinking like, oh, self-victimization. No, 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 I'm too far away from that. For me, bringing it all up is like I've seen something very recently, which I also saw like about 25 years ago, and the things have not changed. Actually, they've gone worse. So I just thought it's my responsibility to raise my voice and bring it up and discuss it, or to share it with the other people. It might make some difference, it might not. Who knows? But I'm just doing what I felt like doing. And I'm not blaming anybody unreasonably. I'm not, this is not anything personal with anybody. This is what I saw there, experienced, and then, I'm talking about it now. And I think I'm entitled to talk about it because we live in a free world, so-called free world. So I think to this extent, this is my right to talk about how I suffered with the things or how I experienced the things. Not because it's coming out of self-victimization. No, or self-pity. No, it's because if I experienced it and how I felt it, if other people are experiencing the same thing, they must be feeling the same. So hopefully, if somebody can make a difference or something can be changed for better, then obviously it will help people. Well, helping people is something that actually we should always try to help people, because of course, I mean, until we are able to like physically strong, or our voice is strong, and we should always try to help people, because I think it's an ongoing charity. So you keep smiling, keep helping people, because life is so beautiful. And I'll see you in the third video very soon.